Hey guys, Smitty here with Just Piddlin Barbecue. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do seared tuna steaks on the Traeger Tailgater. Stay tuned. Alright, so the first part of this video is going to be making the marinade for our tuna steaks. And you're going to want to stay tuned for the whole video because I'm going to introduce you to a couple of different types of products that have been sent to me over the past couple of weeks. Two of them in particular today, and one of them has to do with this marinade, and it's apple cider vinegar. This company, Apple State Vinegar Company out of Washington State, contacted me and asked me if I wanted to possibly try some of their products. And I love apple cider vinegar. I use it for a lot of the barbecue stuff that I do. And I said, absolutely. So they sent me some. But they also sent me some products too that I'd never heard of before, and they're called shrubs. I had to actually look them up. But a shrub, evidently shrubs have been around for a couple hundred years or so, and had a lot of medicinal purposes. Basically, it's apple cider vinegar that's infused with different kinds of fruits and that kind of thing, citrus, raspberry, that kind of stuff. And so they sent me some products and absolutely love them so far. We have actually used the ginger and Hawaiian chili in a vinaigrette a couple of times. And today we're going to be doing the raspberry and citrus shrub from Apple State Vinegar Company. And this one right here is just the pure apple cider vinegar with the mother in it. All natural products. Give Apple State Vinegar a look. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Just click show more for any of the products that I go over today and use today. So give them a look. Great company, great people. And that's one of the things that I've enjoyed about having this channel is making new relationships with people like this. So really great opportunity, and I think this raspberry and citrus shrub is going to make a great marinade for the tuna steaks, as well as we're going to have some coleslaw along with it for our meal, and I'm going to use part of this as our slaw dressing. So let's get going with it. So right here I've got 3 tablespoons of our shrub, raspberry and citrus. So we're going to go in with that. 3 tablespoons of olive oil, going in with that. 1 tablespoon soy sauce. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. 1/4 teaspoon of dried basil. And 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. And that goes into a little jar. Put it in a bowl, mix it up however you want to. And now we're just going to mix that up. And this is going to be our little marinade for our tuna steaks. And we're going to reserve some of that for our coleslaw dressing. All right, guys, let's get going with this marinade. Now, anytime you make a marinade, before you put it on whatever you're going to put it on, give it a taste and make sure it's seasoned right. I tasted this and I wanted a little bit more of that shrub into it. So I probably added another tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons. So taste it and season it to your liking. Now the other product that was sent to me was by Burn Pit Barbecue. It's a veteran owned and operated business. Great rubs. They also sent me a barbecue sauce. I've tried the sauce already, as well as this Fire for Effect rub. This rub really reminds me of a coffee rub. Has a great smell to it, really great flavor to it as well. As you can see, I've already used that much of it. Really love it. But today we're going to use First Strike, and it's for fish and wild game, and I think that's going to go well with these tuna steaks. But again, link in the description box below, Burn Pit Barbecue, veteran owned and operated. Please give them a look. If you do, please let them know that you saw it on Just Piddlin Barbecue. Great guys, great company, and I love supporting these veteran owned and operated companies. In my next video, I'm probably going to be featuring another veteran-owned and operated company that does seasonings as well, so stay tuned for that too. Let's get going. So we got this marinade going. I'm just going to spoon a little bit on here and then spread it around, because again, I'm reserving some of that as a dressing for our coleslaw that we're going to have with these tuna steaks. So I'm going to season it just like that. And then with our first strike, I'm going to go right over the top with it. And I apologize ahead of time if there's any noise from the weather out there. It has been raining. We've been trying to do this video forever, it seems like. And between the rain and the cold, it just hadn't let up, so we just decided we're going to do it anyway. So I apologize if there's any kind of noise from that out there, but it is what it is. And that marinade's smelling good. It makes my mouth water with that vinegar in there. And that's how we're going to do it. Now we're going to let it sit while we go get the grill ready. What are we going to be cooking on today? Today we're going to be cooking on the Traeger Tailgater. I've had a lot of requests lately asking for me to cook on the Tailgater more, because some folks have these tailgaters and they want to see me cook on those. So that's what we're going to be cooking on today. We're going to kick up the Traeger Tailgater to 450 degrees. I do have a couple of grill grates on there that's going to be heated up with that. That's how we're going to sear these tuna steaks off. So now I'm going to go out there, fire it up to 450 degrees, let it preheat. I'm running big game pellets from Traeger today. I think that's going to pair well with this. And as soon as it comes up to temp, I'm going to take you outside and we're going to sear these off. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so we're out here at the Traeger Tailgater. Again, I apologize for the rain noise, but there's nothing I can do about that. We're going to get this video done anyway. Traeger Tailgater's up to 447. I got my grill grates on there. I've already sprayed them with a little cooking spray, but just to be sure, I'm probably going to spray them one more time. Just so we're not going to stick. Now, if you're going to do this, if you're going to sear quickly, go ahead and get everything set up. Over here to the side, I've got a pan with a little rack on it that I can go ahead and put the tuna steaks on when we get done. I've got my grill grate spatula. I've got my thermopop so that we get a right internal temperature. And I've got my cell phone sitting right here. I've got it set on 40 seconds. And that 40 seconds is going to go off of the thickest one. But again, I've got my thermopop, so I'm going to shoot an internal temp to see what the temp is on those. So I've got everything set up, ready to go. Only thing left to do now is start to cook, so let's get it going. Grill grates are screaming hot. Nice sizzle. I smell those herbs in that rub already. And now we're going to start the timer. 40 seconds. Wipe my hands off on my rag. Get this out of the way. And then when the timer goes off, we're going to twist them 45 degrees, give them another 40 seconds, and then we're going to flip them over and do the same thing until we reach the internal temp. I'm shooting for around 125 internal temperature before we take them off. Again, I'm using big game pellets from Traeger, rub from Burn Pit Barbecue. And there's our timer. Look at that white color on the bottom. That's how you can tell that that tuna's cooking nice. Give them a little twist. Set them back on there. 40 more seconds, hit the start button. Man, that smells good already. Even though we've opened this tailgater twice, the temperature's still up to 423. And today it's in the 40s and raining. So now back up to 425, so it's climbed back up pretty good. And there's our timer. Now we're getting to give them a flip. Man, look at that. Is that beautiful or what? "40 more seconds. There's your timer, 40 more seconds. And the last twist. Try to pick you a new spot. Let's go ahead and check the internal temp of this thinner one just to see where we're at. Still got a little ways to go, so we're fine. Shut the lid, let it go, let that temp climb back up. Now at this point, we're done with the turns, with the flips. All we're doing now is going for that internal temperature. All right, guys, a moment of truth. We got it in here resting. Been resting for about 10 minutes or so, maybe 15 minutes. Just in time because it's flooding outside. We're fixing to cut into these and see how we did on the doneness. We'll check into the smaller piece first. I'm going to slice right down the middle. Nice and easy. See how we did. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's try the thicker one. Pretty good. Not too bad. Now we're going to plate these up and then we'll do a little taste test. All right, so we've got our plate. We're plated up. And man, this looks like a meal fit for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you and everybody out there, your significant others. Make sure you're spending it with somebody you love and care about. Let's give this a taste first. We combined this slaw with a little bit of the marinade that we had. So let's give a little taste of that. Excellent flavor. I could probably double that marinade recipe and put another dose of that in here with it. But that's really good. Now the asparagus, bacon wrapped asparagus. I put some of the Fire for Effect on with that. Give that a try. That's very good as well. What I'm main concerned with is this right here. Seared tuna. Cheers. That's outstanding. You do get that seared flavor that you used to off of a grill. Tuna fish still really comes through. Love the rub on it. You can taste that as well. Got a little bit of that shrub from apple state vinegar in there. Dip it and see how that tastes. Love it. That's great stuff. Look in the description box below. Burn Pit Barbecue, Apple State Shrub. Check them out on Instagram, Facebook. Give this recipe a try. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Until next time, we'll be piddling. See ya.